49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 73 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
No, we changed it.
Throwing is Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
In motion, Aguilar. The handoff, running left, Henry. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. The looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
That's caught downfield by Kittle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Lamar Jackson and the Raven offense heading out. And he got off to the hot start with a touchdown pass on the opening drive, but it's been interception on the 2 drives since as they start again here first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Purdy from the gun. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Let's go now.
Here's Purdy. Buying time to his left. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 2 yards to go, second down.
Let's go.
Throwing here, Purdy. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess you have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now Purdy. He's got the first down and more. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners add 6 to their lead.
Here we go.
Niners will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Mustang 19.
Purdy will throw for it. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On second and a long way to go. Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
They're looking deep here for Flowers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready! 79 Bronco! Go!
Purdy looking to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Warrior 70.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Jackson
Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got us.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line.
Dragon 60. Hut, hut.
Back to throw, Purdy. This is caught. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Come on, set. Smash, smash. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Purdy now to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to add on to their first half lead. Now Moody for the PAT. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now it's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to try and go deep again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he returns this to the 22. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Purdy will look to throw again here. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That is caught. He'll have the 1st down and more than that. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 51 yards. And the 49ers have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Jackson now. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
You at X. You at X. I'm out here. You changed it. Shut up!
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
After the interception, here's Jackson, forced out to his left. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching me. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Report! Hey, Ozzy! Shut up!
Here's Jackson to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, They've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that flag accepted.
Automatic first down.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha, say hi.
From the gun, it's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. Could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the 2nd half, interesting. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Go! Hot, hot.
Here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Set up.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they did.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Ready.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 30 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.